Instituto Riverside. Sigue la pista de un intento de robo frustrado y descubre que Charles Hawkins es responsable del delito. Pierce abre la caja fuerte del librero y encuentra lo que este y Sarah Hawkins había escondido, un libro encuadernado en piel humana que parece llamar al detective. Cuando lo abre, su mente se proyecta en otro cuerpo. ¿En otro cuerpo? ¿What? ¿Cómo?
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
Dr. Colden.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after
Me
all.
había hecho un poco spoiler, ¿no? La descripción.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
What can you tell me about him?
He was highly agitated an hour ago. We were about to tie him down when he fell asleep. 10 minutes ago, he curled up into a fetal position. I thought he was waking up, but no.
Hábleme de sus síntomas.
What are his symptoms?
His temperature has been going down, his skin losing its color, his body rigid. I closed his eyes myself. They were glassing over. I didn't want them to dry out, and I couldn't bear to look at the expression on his face.
You did well. Don't worry. Let's stay professional, if you will. Show me his file.
That's not possible.
Don't tell me Dr. Fuller has taken this file as well. We need it.
That's why I called you. This man's ailment has been hidden from us.
Están ocultándolo. Joder.
What was he treated for?
An intoxication, I was told. After inhaling chemicals.
Vale. ¿De dónde ha salido?
I don't recognize him. Did he just arrive on the island?
He said he worked on the docks, but not with Captain Fitzroy. I think he works for Miss Baker.
Señorita Baker.
You know, the woman at the head of their gang. They call her Cat.
La Cat.
Oh, I see.
Do you have other questions?
That'll do for the time being.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him.
A ver, señor.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
Madre, ¿cómo está este señor?
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Tiene algo en el vientre.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days.
Lleva días sin
Certain
comer.
it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not
protuberancias.
like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We
Hostia,
should operate on him at once.
el
Dr.
hombre está
Fuller said
embarazado.
not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth.
Tiene agotamiento. El estado de sus extremidades es preocupante.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem
Como el de
like
un
the
bebé.
skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not
Un
a
acuario.
perfusion. But
Hostia,
that doesn't explain his condition.
se está convirtiendo en un pescado o algo. Su cuerpo está mutando.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Mira, este es el
Dr.
doctor.
Coleman, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Los síntomas son preocupantes.
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
No, Doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
¿Esto está ocurriendo en el presente o en el pasado?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Los historiadores escondidos, nadie ha hablado de crímenes por ahora. No se involucre en esto.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Vale, nos tenemos que infiltrar y conseguir los documentos.
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Hostias, ¿esto dónde esto es donde estábamos? En la cárcel esa, ¿no? En el manicomio, sí, claro. Y cuando huíamos, veníamos hacia aquí.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Pero esto es en el presente,
And I'm the one who
pasado.
pays. What a pest. It's so
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
¿Cómo ha dicho?
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Uy, señora.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Vale, con realidad, vale. ¿Puedo hablar con ellas? Espera ahí.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor. Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth, thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off yet again.
Thank God, no. The water's running. I have no desire to call Donovan for help.
Vale. Váyase. A ver.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Un barquito de papel en la cabeza. Hola, Iván. Pues sí. Vamos a ver qué por aquí. Un libro.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Joder, qué borde, ¿no? Tía.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Hola.
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Será zorrilla. Distraer a la Donovan esta. Cortar el agua. Que me imagino que las dos cosas son lo mismo.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
grande de cojones,
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I'll see to it right away.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
Oh. What state is he in now?
You should go see for yourself, Doctor.
Pues...
Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Venga, vamos a guardar la partida.
Dr. Colden.
A ver.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Nadie puede dormir en este pueblo, macho. Serán pesadillas y... Que nada... Ahí una llave. Llave del cuarto de calderas, para cortar el agua.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait. She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Ah, doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back?
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Vale.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Uy, este señor.
Please, my chest.
His diffusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Esta es la... No. No es la tía esa, borde, ¿no? No, está ahí. Joder. Tengo que cortarlo del agua. Creo que es aquí, sí. Vamos a cerrar por si acaso. Nah, que no tiene fuerza.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Necesito una herramienta. Me cago en... No, no podía ser así de fácil. Y aquí no está, estará por ahí perdida. Qué barbaridad, macho. Lo voy a dejar abierta. No voy a ser que luego pase por delante ni me dé cuenta.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office. The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Aquí algo, sí. Esto. Llave inglesa. Pues técnicamente estaba abierta la puerta. Ahora sí.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion. It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage,
La bruja.
Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Venga, pues habla con ella y yo me cuelo. Ah, ya no está ahí. Qué rápido se lo han dicho, ¿no?
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Un puzzle. No sé cuánto tiempo tengo aquí, la verdad.
I've unlocked something. Patient files. I was right.
Otro cilindro. O sea que los archivos son los cilindros. Ya está todo, pues.
I should go another way.
Vale, había... aquí. O no se puede. No se puede escuchar. ¿Estaba dentro o qué? Claro que lo quiero escuchar, pero es que no lo he visto aquí. Ah, joder.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient?
Sarah Hawkins.
The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Vale.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Entonces enseñará... A ver.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Hostias.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set them all in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings.
Joder.
In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Aquí, a ver.
Why is Ethan on medication? Of course.
Hostia,
Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
zapato parcialmente quemado. Lo tiene ahí guardado.
I must go back to the basement.
Volver al sótano. Joder, aquí esta puerta no, era esta.
I should go another way.
Coño, la otra. Bajar al ala de psiquiatría.
Where did my fiancé go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
A ver qué más hay por aquí.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh, well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water.
We've been waiting to be restocked
It's
for
a
weeks.
real show.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Demasiado altas. Todos son pistas, todo lo que se puede coger, la verdad. Vale, esto es donde entraba antes. Pues hay que bajar a lo de psiquiatría que estaba por aquí.
There's no way I'm leaving
No,
until I find
ya, ya.
what Fuller is hiding.
Era lo de que he dicho, está por aquí. Lo del anterior nivel. Por aquí. Venga, ahí a toda prisa. Uf. Aquí estamos otra vez. Hola, ¿qué tal?
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Me cago en... Entonces se suponía que tenía que pasar. Ay, me ha pinchado. Ya estamos de vuelta.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly. Talk, filthy thief. Oh, I swear I'll shoot.
I came to this island to investigate a death and ended up in your shop.
How convenient.
I'm serious. I saw the broken glass and followed the path. The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
Mi otra de los ojos de otra persona. A ver. No puedo, porque no tengo lo del ocultismo.
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Venga, sí.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion.
La mansión de
Now
Hawkins.
go. Rescue the doctor.
Thank you, Drake.
Madre mía, coche, qué poca confianza me da. Menudo tastarro.